It's awesome. Um,
Now for something that
think,
doesn't need context in just a second.
but I thought of it because of context,
All right.
right? I was like, oh, the Beasties are the first like sort of hip hop entree in this to me really at all. I would say the closest thing before that was the Trent
Yeah.
Reznor and Atticus Ross thing,
Yeah.
because it's electronic, right? But like short of it just being a beat, where there's an actual song and it's just the instrumental version, because that could and should be its own rabbit hole. The End by 3 6 Mafia weirdly always threw me for a loop because it was an instrumental on the record. It's the title track, and there are a lot of weird things about it. One is that it's this like super dark vibe, and it was just as menacing as their songs about like murder and robbery and all that kind of occult stuff that they were doing back in those days. And that they chose the title track to not have lyrics, and it still had that big intensity like the rest of the songs was interesting. But it also, I only recently found out, the weird kind of like noise sample is from the end of Darling Nikki. And I love Juicy J as a producer.
Okay.
And he makes really excellent choices with sampling, especially around like soul. I learned about Willie Hutch because he sampled I Choose You for International Players Anthem. He sampled Tell Me Why Is Our Love Turned Cold for Stay Fly. But he had a lot of weird samples back in the day. He's a world-class producer. I don't think it gets talked about enough in the rap producer conversation. But this is a really interesting like rap classical type thing almost. And they were like gutter back in these days. Like I don't think you would think of anything about 3 6 or Hypnotized Camp as high art, but this in retrospect is a little bit of an art document. Certainly when you think about how influential the 3 6 sound is now to so much other rap. But like I would put The End in a movie, or at least in a trailer, right? Like for the right kind of horror trailer, The End would be a really, really cool choice because the beat's super hard. It doesn't leave a lot for ambience, but it's got great atmosphere.